Good evening, Natalie. Claire, what's up? Is there something you need today? Actually, I need to discuss something with you. Is something troubling you? Well, we're thinking about renovating the house, so could you store our furniture and appliances? Renovating the house? Are you planning to do it soon? Yes, we're thinking of fully renovating the living room and kitchen. So, we need you to store the furniture and appliances temporarily. A full renovation of the living room and kitchen? That's a big project. But it's tough to store such large items. Your house is spacious, so I thought you could manage it. Even if the house is spacious, there's still limited space. If you're renovating, you should consider other storage options. Consulting with a storage company is recommended. Actually, I've inquired at other places, but everywhere is full. You're my last hope, Natalie. There must be other ways, right? But storing with a company costs money. I thought I could ask you for free. Just because it's free doesn't mean I can store so many items. Claire, you need to plan a bit better. Please don't say that. I'm really in a bind. But deciding on a renovation so suddenly, is there a reason? Actually, I heard my friend's house became amazing after a renovation, and I wanted to do the same. Just because your friend did it, deciding so quickly might be rash. It costs money, so you should think more carefully, right? But I really want to do it soon. Natalie, is it really impossible? Claire, I'll help this time, but next time, plan better. Thank you so much. I'm really grateful to have you. I'll start moving the furniture tomorrow. What? Starting tomorrow? Claire, I'm not at home right now. I'm at my husband's parents' house. What? Oh no, what should I do? Can't you store it at your parents' house? Or you'll have to delay the renovation a bit. But I really want to do it right away. I couldn't find any other place to store things. Even if you say that, there's nothing I can do. I understand. I'll figure out another way. Grandma, how are you? I'm so happy I had to message you first. Do you know who this is? It's Zoe. Oh, Zoe. Didn't you say you were getting a smartphone? You already got it. Yeah, I did. My mom is still against it because she thinks I'm too young at 9. But Dad thinks it's going to be necessary and told me to keep it a secret. I see. I heard that from your dad too. He's often away for work, so he made an exception for you. If there's anything you can't tell your mom, or if you can't reach Dad, you can always contact me. Okay, got it. Thank you, Grandma. Oh, looks like Mom's back, so talk to you later. All right, talk to you later, Zoe. You can contact me anytime. Natalie, I have a favor to ask. Oh, Claire, what is it? Can you watch Zoe and Harris for me? What? That's pretty sudden. Are you coming over now? Why so sudden? Actually, a friend invited me on a trip last minute. It's a rare opportunity, and I really want to go. But knowing you have kids, they ask so suddenly. Yes, my friend is quite spontaneous, and I'm used to it. But my husband is on a business trip abroad, and I have no other place to leave the kids. So you're the only one I can rely on. I'm really sorry, but I'll bring them over right now. Please, I need your help. Claire, I'm actually not home right now. I've been at my husband's parents' house since this morning, so my house is empty. What, again? Even if you say that, I can't just leave my mother-in-law since she's not well. Oh no, that's really inconvenient for me. What should I do? Why don't you leave them at your own parents' house? It's not far, just the next town over, so you can ask them on your way to the trip. Again? Again what? If that's not possible, you'll have to cancel the trip. This sudden request is troublesome for me, too. But I was so looking forward to it. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Please understand. And don't even think about leaving Zoe and Harris home alone. I understand. I guess I have no choice. I'll tell my friend I have to cancel. Zoe, are you at home? What are you doing right now? Are you okay? Is your mom still with you? Or are you with someone else? You have to reply without your mom finding out, right? I'm worried about you. If you have any trouble, don't hesitate to contact me, even if it's late at night. I will handle it. Grandma, something terrible happened. I'm scared. Zoe, what happened? Calm down and tell me what's going on. Grandma, help! The yard caught fire. I'm so scared. A fire? What happened? Harris was cold and set the leaves on fire. Call 911 right away. Oh, it's okay. I found a bucket of water and put it out myself, but part of the lawn burned. I see. You did well putting it out. Good job. Yeah. But you know it's dangerous to use fire without adults, right? Yeah, I'm sorry. Zoe, are you and Harris at your own house? Yes. What were you doing in the yard at this hour? We were cleaning up the leaves that had piled up. Do you know what time it is? Yeah. Stay inside the house. We can't get inside. Why? We can't get inside because it's locked. Mom hasn't come home and I don't know what to do. Please tell me what to do. What do you mean she hasn't come home? Where is your mom? How long has she been gone? Are you able to contact her? I think she's on a trip. What? She didn't tell me anything, so I don't know. She just suddenly disappeared. She hasn't been home since this morning. I told her to cancel the trip if she couldn't find a place for you and Harris. Did she really go on the trip without saying anything? Yeah, I think so. I think she snuck out while Harris and I were at school. It was so sudden, I didn't notice. Mom usually doesn't do this. What? She left during the day, not at night? That doesn't make sense. People don't usually leave so suddenly. Yeah, probably. During the day, Harris and I were at school, so it wasn't a problem. But when we came home in the evening, Mom wasn't there. And without a key, we couldn't get inside, so we had to wait outside. We just couldn't get in. And it was really cold. Of course. So I called Mom from a nearby payphone. But she just told me to go to your house. And then she hung up on me. She didn't listen to me. But I knew you weren't home. So I had no choice but to wait in the yard. Even when it got dark, she didn't come home. I'm still stuck outside. You've been stuck in the yard this whole time? That must have been really hard. I'm so sorry, Zoe. I should have realized sooner. It was so cold. I made a fire to try to keep warm. Harris was cold too, but it was really scary to use fire. Harris started the fire, right? Where did you get the stuff to make a fire? What if something happened? Mom sometimes smokes, so she leaves a lighter on the deck. And Harris used that. I helped too. It was the only way. I see. But it's very dangerous for kids to use fire alone. What if something happened? Please be more careful from now on. Okay. Oh, it's not good to stay out there, even in the yard. Just wait a bit. I'll do something right away. Grandma will handle this, so don't worry. It will be okay, I promise. Zoe, are you okay? Don't worry. I'll contact your mom. I'll be there to pick you up in about 10 minutes, so just wait. Will you be all right until then? It might be cold, but stay with Harris and don't move from where you are until I get there. I know it's tough to bear the cold, but just hang in there for a little while. I'll be there. Okay. Thank you, Grandma. I'll be waiting for you to come quickly. But Zoe, I need to tell you something important. You could have contacted me sooner, you know? Grandma is always worried about you. So I want you to tell me even the smallest things. I thought I would be bothering you, so I tried to handle it by myself as much as possible. But I'm really sorry. It's okay. It's not a bother at all. I'm actually glad you told me. I know you're always a good kid and always trying hard. So when you're in trouble, don't hesitate to ask for help, even if you think it might be a bother. I never think it's a bother. In fact, I'm happy to help, and that's my role as Grandma. If you ask for help, it's the adult's job to assist you, so don't hesitate to rely on me. I will always support you, Zoe. Okay, Grandma, I understand. I'll contact you right away next time. Thank you, Grandma. I'm so glad you're here. Claire, where are you? How could you leave the kids alone? Stop fooling around and come back right now. What? Oh, Natalie, what's this about so early in the morning? Even if you say right now, that's difficult. I'm over 4 hours away from home. Yesterday, Zoe and Harris couldn't get inside because the door was locked. What? And do you know what happened as a result? What do you mean? It's quite cold at night this time of year. Especially late at night, the temperature drops sharply, and it feels freezing. So they made a fire with the leaves in the yard to keep warm. Can you imagine how cold the kids must have been? A fire? Did they really make a fire? I can't believe it. It's not a lie. They used the lighter you left on the deck to start the fire. And it was late at night. Really? And they accidentally burned part of the lawn with that fire. The grass got scorched. A fire? That's a huge problem. But thanks to Zoe's quick thinking, they managed to put it out, so the house is safe. The fire was put out right away. Oh, thank goodness. But really, it's a relief the house didn't burn down. Is that all you have to say? Are you just satisfied the house didn't burn down? Oh, right. It's good the house didn't burn down. I'll scold Zoe and Harris later. That's not the point, Claire. The issue is deeper than that. Huh? What do you mean? Claire, you lied to me. When you asked me to look after Zoe and Harris, you had already left for your trip, hadn't you? Well, when Zoe called from a payphone, you told her to go to my house and then hung up. Then you contacted me to create the appearance of asking for help and then ignored it. That's unforgivable. Zoe knew I wasn't home, so she didn't try to rely on me. That was fortunate. What? I can't believe that happened. Unable to get inside, especially Harris, who couldn't bear the cold at night, started the fire. It was the only way to keep warm. They used the lighter you left out for smoking to make the fire. That lighter? I can't believe this happened. I'm glad Zoe was able to handle it calmly. I don't know what would have happened without her. How are Zoe and Harris doing now? My daughter and her husband are looking after them. They're taking care of them, so don't worry. I'm also wrapping up my visit to my in-laws and I'm on the first flight back home. I'll be home soon. Oh, I see. Then, I guess I don't need to hurry back. What? That's absolutely not acceptable. Think about your children. What? Furthermore, there are some suspicions regarding your trip. Is there something you're hiding? Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? If I tell you that my son has already figured it out, you might guess what it is, right? No, it can't be. Do you really think you can keep hiding it now? Natalie, why aren't you answering my calls? I have something important to discuss. At least reply to my messages. Oh? Claire, what's going on? Natalie, this is terrible. You told my husband about my boyfriend. Now I'm going to get divorced. I didn't tell him. What? He figured it out on his own, and once he was certain, he came to me for advice. At first, he didn't want to believe it, but after looking into it, there was no doubt. Seeing his disappointment was heartbreaking. No, this can't be true. I can't believe it. The other man is your friend's husband from your school days, right? I was really shocked when I heard that. I find it hard to believe you were doing such a thing, but it's the truth, isn't it? Natalie, you've been having these secret dates like it's an everyday thing. Acting as if it's normal, huh? Thinking about my son's face when he found out makes my heart ache. And you frequently went on these affairs, according to the investigation report from the detective agency. It's unbelievable, but it's the truth. With so much evidence, you can't deny it. A detective agency? I had no idea. I can't believe he went that far. I was planning to confront him right after he returned from his business trip. But then, you suddenly decided to go on that affair trip. As if we wouldn't find out. It was so sudden that our response was delayed, and that was really frustrating. If we had acted sooner, this situation wouldn't have happened. Both my son and I will never forgive you for abandoning Zoe and Harris like that. I can't imagine how much the kids have suffered. Think about how your irresponsible actions have affected them. Natalie, please wait. Divorce is inevitable. This is the result of your own actions, so face it. Everything you've done is coming to light, and your life will be very different from now on. No, I never imagined it would end like this. Natalie, you have no right to take my children away from me. Taking away custody is cruel. What right do you have? Give me back custody of Zoe and Harris. At least give me one of them. Claire, enough. Your affair partner has already paid compensation and apologized. But I never imagined it would come to this, and I don't know what to do. The compensation alone is a huge expense, and now I have to pay child support too? I can't believe you're putting this burden on me. This is unfair. Why am I the only one suffering like this? Why do I deserve this?
Well, for the sake of your future, you'll need to find a proper job to support yourself. You need to face reality.
I've been a stay-at-home mom since we got married, and now you expect me to work? That's impossible. It's unreasonable. I stayed home to take care of the family, and now you're telling me to work?
Oh? There are plenty of people your age working in this world. You can't use being a stay-at-home mom as an excuse. It's not good to run away from reality like you're doing.
What? Don't compare me to a working drone. I can't do that, and I can't imagine living that life. I'm special.
Are you talking about the wife of your affair partner?
Just because she's working, don't expect the same from me.
What? What are you talking about? I've heard she took custody of their children. Do you have any thoughts about that?
I've been protecting the family as a stay-at-home mom, and now all that effort is wasted?
So what? That doesn't concern me. Being a stay-at-home mom is not a free pass.
What?
I'm not saying being a stay-at-home mom is bad, but for someone like you who chose to avoid working, the consequences catch up with you when you get divorced. Face reality. So, I believe there's no good future for someone who led a meaningless, decadent life. In the end, this is the result of your own actions, so you should accept it.
What? Don't say that. So, what am I supposed to do?
If you don't understand, that's fine. But this is reality. We're strangers now, and I don't care about you anymore. Figure it out yourself.
What? The divorce isn't finalized yet, right? It can't be decided so suddenly.
I just got a message from my son on WhatsApp saying he submitted the divorce papers. It's all over now. This means our relationship is over too.
What? So suddenly? I can't believe it.
Did you think it was okay because it's Saturday and the office is closed? That's a huge misunderstanding. Reality isn't that easy.
Is that not true? I thought you couldn't process it if the office was closed. I had no idea.
Divorce papers can be submitted 24/7, 365 days a year, even at night. You had false hope without knowing the truth. How unfortunate for you.
Is that so? I had no idea. If I had known sooner. I was planning to make things right this weekend, but now everything's ruined. What should I do?
Afterward, Claire's divorce from my son was finalized, and she began a new life. However, the journey was far from smooth. Claire hurried to find a job to pay for child support and alimony, but after spending years as a stay-at-home mom, re-entering the workforce was not easy. She went to numerous interviews, but her long absence from the workforce and lack of experience made it difficult for her to get hired. Eventually, she found a job, but it was low-paying with harsh working conditions. She worked from early morning until late at night every day, feeling physically and mentally exhausted, but continued working to make ends meet. Moreover, the man Claire had an affair with also lost his family. After their relationship came to light, he, too, was forced to live a tough life to pay for alimony and child support. Their betrayal resulted in a significant cost. Furthermore, Claire struggled with relationships at her new job, often feeling isolated Now she's likely spending lonely days with no one to turn to. On the other hand, Zoe and Harris started a new life with the warm support of our family. I will also put in my best effort until they become adults.